I came across an online post that states, our generation thinks it's cool not to care. It's not. Effort is cool, caring is cool, loyalty is cool. Ladies, what are your thoughts on this, and do you think empathy has changed over the years?
I do think empathy has changed over the years, and I also think because we are, in a way, desensitized.
Yes.
So many things happen. We have 24-hour news, so we see things all the time, and I think, like, even, you know, in the worst case scenario, school shootings, right? Now we hear them, and then we say our thoughts and prayers go out, and then the next day we've moved on.
I'm
Do you know
not
what
even
I
sure we
mean?
post about all of them anymore.
Right, and it just feels like it's sort of the
Terrible.
times, but empathy is absolutely cool, and it should never go away.
Well, that's why I think it's important to understand history and to keep telling the younger generation about history and what it took to get to this point, because a lot of them don't understand how hard it is, especially when it comes to people of color and the history that we've had to go through. You know, you got to figure out, a lot of these young people, they know what a black president is. They know what it's like. So they don't, you know, they're not sitting here going, oh, you know, everything is good in the world. So it's like, you know, I can't necessarily say that they don't get it. I'm just saying, because of the circumstances of the work that's been done is the reason why they may be a little less empathetic. So we constantly have to teach them, you know, there was a time it wasn't like this.
Right.
And let's remind you of that so you can be grateful and you can make the future even better. You know what I mean? So I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, we've been doing a good job in this country of trying to make strides, but we still have to make more strides.
Agree.
Jeannie,
You know.
I know empathy is so important to you. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely. I agree with you, ladies. The only thing about this statement was this generation, right? As if it's the youth that isn't as caring or as empathetic. I don't know if that's true, because I'm with Garcelle when I see so much footage of heinous or racist acts that go out on everyday people or even small crime. And all the time you catch, sadly, bystanders that move out of the way. And most of the time I see these people, they're of all ages, grown, full adults of all different colors and sizes. And so I think that as a whole, we got to do better in order to have a more moral conduct as a human. You know what I mean? As a human being, as a neighbor. We don't look at each other as neighbors anymore. We don't look at each other as brethren, you know? So, and truthfully, we also live in an environment where sometimes people don't feel safe from the government. They don't feel safe from authorities. So there's a lot out of whack. So we need order to kind of lay itself back in. And then for now, we only have each other.
Well, I do know, too, I think social media has a lot to do with it as well, because it's like, you know, you feel like you can tell a total stranger, you know, just
Terrible
be
things
rude
about
and terrible
themselves.
things. It's like, we got to get out of that. That's why we're always talking about some type of monitoring practices, standards, you know, so to teach people don't talk to each other that way. It's a way to communicate without being so hurtful, you know.
Yes.